Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum to everyone. I love stories and I'll begin with one story. कुछ महीनों पहले मेरे पास एक student आया. His name was Ahmed, 18 years old, CA aspirant, and he asked a very brilliant, very rare question, very different question actually. मेरे ख्याल में शायद बहुत कम लोगों ने ये सवाल शायद सुना हो. And the question was, sir, CA में scope कैसा है? And in fact, it थोड़ा सा इससे different question था. Question ये था कि जब मैं qualify होऊंगा तो क्या उस वक्त सीए का स्कोप रहेगा या नहीं रहेगा? Now that was a different question actually, and all of a sudden there was a timeline that came into my mind, and I also want you guys to think about that timeline. अगर एक स्टूडेंट 2021 में सीए में एंटर होता है, 2027 में जाके वो क्वालिफाई होगा, and by the end of 2062 he will be retiring. And let me tell you, all the leading thinkers and thought leaders of the world have no idea, and they cannot predict right now what the future of world will look like in 2035, let alone 2062. So this is very scary. All they know is that there will be an increased role of technology, AI, algorithms, and this is going to be really different from what we have today. And this is where my introduction comes in. I am a learning and development professional. By profession, I do this for a living, and I am a passionate teacher. I design learning strategies for companies. I design learning interventions for companies. I do customized simulation-based programs in terms of leadership and business simulations. I'm also an entrepreneur. I've started 4 successful startups, one of them being Redwood, having offices in Canada and Pakistan, which is a business process outsourcing firm. Another startup being the School of Business Education, which is an online education platform. In 2020, we won an award for the best EdTech startup by Pasha ICT when COVID-19 hit, when most educational institutions were struggling to figure out what to do in this disruptive environment. In terms of my prior experience, I've also worked with Ernst & Young and Engro. In terms of my academic achievements, I've also completed my degree in humanities. I have a master's in philosophy with a research specialization in critical education. I've also published a research in Columbia University's prestigious Journal of Comparative Education on the topic titled Praxis for a Post-Information Future. Now, I'll quickly come to my performance as an SRC member. In 2017, I promised a few things in which I'm going to compare that with our performance in 2021. We talked about developing a center of excellence. As CPD convener, as member of SRC, we offered 270 plus CPD hours in terms of online learning. We collaborated with Coursera to launch ICAP Coursera platform and secured a funding of $1 million in the form of online course benefits. We offered that to members in South, North, affiliates and students. And to give you a little stats, more than 10,000 users have enrolled in this platform. And within 2 months, 6,500 learning hours have already been completed. And more than 500 completed certificates have been issued by international schools to our members and students. This is a step in the right direction. We would like to extend that collaboration with Coursera or any other online learning platform. With respect to professional development, we conducted a webinar series on business, career and finance. We also introduced an inclusive policy of 100% waiver on program fee for unemployed or members or on career breaks. In terms of job placement, I played an active role in HRSG job placement and career counseling, in which we placed 40 plus jobs, as well as 120 plus members were counseled on career, and as well as there were mock interviews be conducted. We need to definitely work more on this area, and I'll talk about when I'm talking about my agenda in council. In terms of training programs, for the first time we introduced SRC CPD program catalog with 19 new topics on a variety of areas on internal auditing, financial reporting, leadership, soft skills. In terms of skill development training programs, which was a longer duration program between 2 and 4 months, we introduced trending topics like data analytics and Power BI. We introduced topics on tax masterclass, internal audit masterclass. In terms of student engagement, we engage students internationally on a regional level by conducting international CASA conference, where speakers and students participated from all the regional countries. In terms of sports event, and we conducted a nationwide sports event for the first time in which students and members from South and North both participated. With respect to mentorship program, the groundwork has already been completed and it's awaiting launch in September 21. We also conducted exam-focused workshops in addition to CFAB. We also conducted for CAF level as well. Now my vision for ICAP, this is very important, my vision for ICAP. I envision ICAP CA Pakistan to be the world's most valuable accounting body which supports, enables enterprise, corporate governance and sustainable economic growth. And there are two important functions I see, two broad functions I see in ICAP. One is a regulatory role and the other is a service role. And that's very important. We need to have a survey, we need to enhance our service orientation mindset towards our members, students and affiliates, as well as RATs, because this is really important. And when I think about service orientation or the word service, another word that comes into my mind is care. I envision ICAP to be a caring institute, an institute that cares for its members. So whenever there is an unemployed member or a student, whenever there is a problem in skill development, whenever there is a problem on, for example, there is an ethical issue in industry, ICAP should be the first name that should come into our members and students' mind. Because that's how a caring institute, a service-oriented institute operates. In terms of my objective or agenda as a council member, I think we need a strategic roadmap. If I just give you an idea, according to World Economic Forum, 85 million jobs are going to be displaced because of switching roles between humans, machines, algorithms, and technology. But the positive side is that 97 million new roles are going to be created, which means that we need to prepare our members not just for CFO role, but also for roles like Chief Data Officer, Chief Analytics Officer. We need to prepare our members for Chief AI Officer, Digital Officer, and of course as CEO as well. So this is where I see the concept of Center of Excellence Academy comes in, and this is where I can contribute having a background. We need to upskill and continuously reskill our members to make sure that they remain relevant to the industry. So I see this academy as Executive Development Center as a system of lifelong learning for our members. We need to develop research house to produce cutting edge research. We need to improve our CA brand. We need to have a proper PR function. Social media is a reality. We need to accept that. We need to also pursue ICAP as a degree awarding institute. That's a long-term strategy. In terms of education and training, I think our CPD activities right now are going really well, but they are all over the place. We need to have a CPD strategy and learning roadmap for our members. In terms of support to our SMPs, that's where we need to put our all the efforts. We need to provide them training, development, and professional support. In terms of industry-specific certifications, I feel this is really the need of the hour. We need to produce certifications with proper curriculum and assessments, where we have certifications for consulting, IFRS audit, and treasury. We need to revisit the entire training education model, because that's, I think, and most organization consulting firms are now looking for skills like creativity, critical thinking, collaboration, communication skills, and that's where I think we need to put more meaningful intervention. We need to add meaningful intervention to produce such kind of individuals. And there are lots of other agenda items, and I think my presentation will be available for you to view on ICAP platform. And at the end, I would just conclude, आईने नौ से लड़ना, तर्ज़ कोहन पे अड़ना, मुश्किल यही कठिन है कौमों की जिंदगी में. So we need to work towards the new order. Thank you very much.